Hello, I'm Jen Houston from the Artsy Fartsy Gallery here in Canada with my little dog Breezer. He was whining before I pressed start and he wanted up, so he'll say his little hello and that'll be good. Hey Breeze, you're on TV. Isn't that exciting? He just wants rubs. Hey, you want some attention? I said, yes please. I know, thank you. Okay, you go lay down. You go lay down. Good boy. We'll see Kevin. All right, it's time for coffee and cards. I'm a little late today. It's been a crazy day. We went out for supper to a new place and it was very delicious and all, and we got our fortune cookies at the end, and it said your energy level is at its peak, and somehow use your creativity. I forget what it said. Anyways, I'll post it. I took a picture of it, so I'll post it later. And so we were just running behind, and today I think I have a fibro flare-up because I'm in a lot of pain and I'm absolutely exhausted. So things, of course, your brain doesn't work great when you have a flare-up. I needed to just lay down and have a nap this afternoon, so I didn't get done what I wanted to do for tonight, but switch gears and we're gonna do something else here. So yes, Kevin had to buy his Actifry for his Black Friday sale. Priorities. So I'm drinking water, try and get whatever out of my system that's causing all my pain right now. So tonight, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually show you what it's like to come to a card class. Actually, before that, I do want to mention that starting tomorrow, there is a 6-day sale, Black Friday kind of sale with Stampin' Up. Over the 6 days, there will be 3 different sales, and each will focus on a different type of item. So starting tomorrow for 48 hours, there will be paper and embellishments on sale. So the bags, buttons, brads, cards, envelopes, cardstock, DSP, embossing material, glitter ribbon, twine, specialty paper, tags, and washi tape are all going to be on sale for 10% off. Guess he's excited. And so I, for one, use a gazillion envelopes, so I will be stocking up on that. Also, I'm going to stock up on the cardstock. Might as well, because if you're going to get 10% off, why not get it now? I always need white for sure. That's always a common one. And there's a few that I'm running low on, so this is perfect time for that. And then the 25th to the 26th, that 48 hours-ish, they're going to put stamps and kits on sale. And then on the 27th to the 28th, they're going to put tools and the ink on sale. So be watching for that. I will put that up each day on Facebook. All right, so card class. So if you were to come to a card class, of course you'd come in, there'd be lovely ladies sitting there. Back in the day, there'd be Lori sitting there. She'd always come in, honey, I'm home, because she'd come to every class, and I just absolutely loved it. I loved having her there. And so, yeah, everyone's always really friendly. I find that stamping, crafting people are very friendly type folk. So you never have to worry about leaving without a friend, or don't worry about not knowing anybody, because you'll leave with many friends. It's pretty awesome. So then, when you sit down at your spot, these are just my notes here of what's on sale when. So don't worry about that. But when you sit down, there'll be a little card here, and it just has information like your name, address, phone number, birthday. And the reason I ask for your birthday is because all I really do with this is send you a birthday card on your birthday, which is pretty sweet. And then if you would like, you can check this and give me your email address, and then I will send you information on upcoming classes, if there's any special sales coming up, that kind of thing. So You can opt out of that. You don't have to do that at all if it's not your thing. But it's a good way to keep updated for sure. All right, so then you will start a card kit. So here, for example, is what you would pull out. So we are going to make this card. And I had forgotten to put the wood piece in here, so I will make sure I do that on this one. So this is the card we're going to make right now. And so at your station, there would be these pieces in a little Ziploc bag. And they're all cut, ready to assemble, and so there's like no thinking involved. These are my leftover card kits, and some of the kits have pieces missing because if people make boo-boos, that's okay. I make boo-boos, no biggie. So then I steal it out of some of my extra kits. So usually there's a piece that goes inside, so I'm going to use my snail to attach that. I like to put the white, oh, outed snail already. I usually like to put the white in the card so that you can see what you're writing. Hi, Sandy. Got your dog walked? Did I give you enough time, a little extra time today? And so then looking at this, and I run through this whole thing with everybody so that you know kind of the steps ahead of time. Next, I know that, okay, I need to layer this green piece on, so I put the snail on the back. And I'm going to line it up. The trick with lining up things is to try and look at a side, either this or the bottom, top or the bottom, and either side. So one top, I'm going to look at the top and I'm going to look at the side. And if those are looking good, generally your paper is going to be fabulous. It's going to be straight. So that's just a little tip for you. Next, I see underneath this Christmas tree is this red layer. Hi, Teresa from Oregon. Oh my goodness. Wow, what's the weather like in Oregon? Here in Canada, well, in Alberta here, we have snow, and it's about, what's the temperature, Kevin? Ish. +3. +3, and that's Celsius too, so. I'm not sure what exactly sorry, it's my fiber fog right now. What the conversions, I'm gonna lose my words, I know what the conversion is to Fahrenheit. Angie, hello. Nice to see you on here. So we're just going to talk tonight about what it's like to come to a card class. I was working on some things for tonight, and as I said at the beginning, after last night's class, I've got a fibro flare up and I'm absolutely exhausted and I'm in a lot of pain. And so and fibro fog, your brain doesn't work. And so I was sitting here trying to get things ready and it was just not working, and I had to lay down and have a nap. And so things didn't get prepared as how I wanted them to. But I'm hoping that, you know, maybe this will inspire somebody else to come to a card class. It'll maybe kind of ease some nerves if you're a little nervous about giving it a try. So this is kind of how I run my card classes. Very rainy. Oh man. That's not very nice. Rainy out there. So anyway, so I had showed that when you come, I have a little card, you fill out your name, and then we have a little kit. I run through the cards, and then we have a little kit with all your pieces ready to stamp and assemble and basically put together. So, and they're always amazing, fun, nice ladies when you come, because crafting ladies are the best ladies ever. All right, so I'm going to this is the card we're making, and I'm going to get out my Mossy Meadow. Check out the buffalo stamp. Did you see the green? I think that's my all-time favorite stamp of this holiday catalog. It's my favorite. All right, so I've got the tree from Lovely as a Tree. It's the oldest stamp set that Stampin' Up! Has. which is kind of neat that it's still out there and it's still very relevant. All right, so there's my tree. And then closer near the bottom, I'm going to put in the little saying, "'Tis the season," in cherry cobbler. Now, of course, if you're a little nervous, I can't read this. What is it? Test it out on your paper first. And as you see, I was upside down. So it's good to kind of test on your grid before you commit. It also gives you kind of the feel for the stamp. Some stamps, if you kind of rock a little, they have that halo. If you, you know, press too hard on one side, it's going to make it a little funny looking. So it kind of gives you the chance to try it out first. We're well below our rain, so it's welcome. Oh, okay. It's been a very dry fall, so no complaints here. Well, then that's perfect. Hey, beats snow. All right, so there's our little tree. The next step I'm going to do is to put my little bit of linen thread. I kind of wrapped it around. So how I do that is I put a little bit of snail on the back side, 2 little strips, and then I just wrap the twine around and around. And it kind of helps to hold it there. Be very aware of the cherry cobbler. It tends to be, it takes a while to dry and it can smear a little bit. So just pay a little close attention when you're using cherry cobbler ink. And just wrap it randomly, however, until you're satisfied. I'll go one more time. We'll go down here. And then I'm just going to use my scissors to trim that down. Ladies, feel free to use these cards as ideas if you need for your card class. Then I'm going to use dimensionals behind. Reach in through here. Just to pop this white layer up a little bit. My husband bought an Actifry tonight because they were on sale for Black Fridays. Oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving for my American friends. Teresa, happy Thanksgiving. Did you do anything special today? You stuffed full of turkey? There, got all those little dimensional back so I don't trail them down the hallway. And I'm just going to layer that white piece on top like that. Oh, and I forgot the wood piece again. Look at this. Maybe we can shimmy it underneath. Yep, it's going to work. So I'm going to put some glue, some snail tape behind here. Let's see if it works just as well here. I just wanted that little wood layer. Give it a little more warmth. All right, and I don't know if you can see on this one, but I put some rhinestones, and the rhinestones are red. Do you know how I got them like that? Well, I took my cherry cobbler stamp and blend, and I used the paintbrush side for this, and just color 3 of them. So I'll do this one. After coloring many rhinestones, my little end is kind of demolished there, but so it's been put to good use. Now I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I don't know if you've seen this yet, ladies, but of course you've got your little gummy end, and so all you have to do is push the rhinestone like that and pop it onto your tree. And of course you want to do odd numbers just because that looks the best visually. And there's our first card. Finished. Simple. definitely stuff. Stayed home, just my husband and I. That's always nice. Just get a little chance to be alone. Perfect. Yeah, I bet you guys had a lovely supper. All right, so let's go on to another card we made last night. And it was this one. So using the stamp from Timeless Tidings, using the cable knit embossing folder, which I love, and of course the buffalo check stamp. Can't get enough of that. And the burlap ribbon and some pearls. Okay, so this is what we do. If you color them with the side of the marker, you won't ruin the tip. Good tip. Thank you, Wendy. Good to know. I will try that for other colors so I don't wreck that one too. It's hard to when you have multiple people at your card classes, and of course they're not used to, it's not their things, right? So they aren't as delicate as you might be, but these things happen. That's okay. But that's a good tip, and I should announce that. I thought the putty end was for gluing stuff. I missed the boat sometimes. No, it's just, you know what it's like? It's like sticky tack. So if you have sequins, things to pick up and move places. Sequins or pearls, instead of, you know, because you use your, you know, the poker, what's that, paper piercer sometimes, and it, I don't know, it doesn't hold it very well. Sometimes it'll tilt, or it won't go on the, you know, you'll dig into the paper, you won't get the glue, yada yada. So this is just a great way to stick something on there and put it in the right spot. Yeah. Okay, like my other cards, we open up this kit, and I've got a piece of white on the inside. Put my snail all the way around the outside. Measured there, worked out good. All right, next step, I'm going to put, where's my card here? Let's just put it over here so we can have a look at it while we're making it. Next step is to glue on the cable knit Very Vanilla. Now this one, you want to make sure you've got quite a bit of snail tape, because it has a tendency to come loose because it has so much detail. And in the center. Good. Next step is our buffalo check. Now, if you're wanting to make the ribbon cut just like this, an easy trick is to cut up the center. Everybody always wants to start from the side and go, it's like bangs. If you start this way, and next thing you know, this is crooked and that crooked, and next thing you know, you don't have any bangs left. So if you cut straight up the center and go from the corner to that where you cut up the center, and the corner to the center, then both sides are even. Nifty. Now we're just going to glue that onto there with our snail tape. Remember, use quite a bit of snail because you're putting it onto that cable knit embossing folder and you don't want it to come loose. Okay. Next step, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this crumb cake layer. I'm going to pop it up a little bit, add some dimension to the card. Has anyone given out any cards lately? Who'd you give them to? I'm curious. Tomorrow I'm hoping to go out and about and do my little excursion around town and hand out some cards to random people, just because it's Friday and it's a random act of card kindness. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. So hopefully I feel okay and ready to roll. And then I'm hoping to, I kind of want to sit in my little favorite coffee shop and just make some of these card kits that are, you know, I have laying around, and maybe that'll spruce some interest in the card classes. A positive today, was that I found an amazing place that I can host the card classes here in Canmore. I'm so excited because the place was wonderful. The people were wonderful. I think it'll bring about some business, and so I'm quite excited. And the price could not be better. It's free if you open it up to the residents, so which brings more people in, so I'm quite excited about that. Does giving them to other people to give away count? Sure, why not? That's pretty neat. Hey, that's pretty neat that people ask you for your cards to give away. They know they're pretty special. That's cool. Okay, so this, I love the saying, may the warmth of Christmas fill each corner of your heart and home. So I am using Mossy Meadow. Okay, and I'm going to snap closer to the top because I want to put those little pearls towards the bottom. There we go. A little bit crooked, but this is handmade, right? So things are not going to be perfect, and that's totally okay. Use my Simply Chamois. Love that thing. It's disgusting looking, but it works amazing. All right, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this as well. It's going to have lots of fun pop-up layers. Oops, not that many. Hi, Weezer. You want a card make too? I don't think so. You go see Kevin. Oh dear. Oh dear. And I'm just going to layer that on top. Some ladies last night, they actually tilted the crumb cake layer so that it was kind of in a diamond shape, and then they put this over top and it looked pretty neat. So I love when people change up the cards at card classes and make it their own, because you get some new ideas out of that, which is wonderful. All right, it's got my pearls out here. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool again. Breezer Houston. Shh. What's the matter? So that's so easy to remove and place those pearls with this thing. Look at that. Done. Here's our second card. Pretty, pretty. All right. So I'm just going to show you one more card. Normally we do 4 cards at a card class, but my strips were too many of the pieces out of the kit were missing, so I had to hurry. All right, the last one. Is this the one? I just got this sprig punch and I hadn't used it yet, so I was quite excited to punch those little bits out. Man, I think it adds so much fun to the card, so that's pretty neat. Now this paper is from last season, so don't be looking for it. I'm just using some things up for some of the classes. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. All right. So I'm opening up my kit. Generally, we start again by putting in that piece on the inside of the card. Thank you, Wendy. Oh, now we got burlap ribbon everywhere. So inside this basic gray card base, I'm gluing some Whisper White so you can see your writing. Then I've got some rich raspberry, which you'll see I stole some from the middle. I'm 100% Ukrainian, and I'm gonna, keep up the stereotype that we're kind of cheap and we try to save. So I punched out these little guys from the center because we won't end up seeing it anyway. So I'm gonna glue that down. All right, there we have it. And then before, I should have put that ribbon on first. Anyways, that's okay. No worries. I'm going to put a strip of snail across here. Glue down. This is old ribbon as well. Some silver. Fold it over. Fold it over. Come on. Sure hope the buffalo check carries over. Oh, me too. Oh, I don't know what I'd do without that thing. I love it. I use it on so many things. It's such a mess sometimes, but it's so neat. It just adds a little something. We'll have to catch the rest later. Thanks. All right. Have a nice, well, it's probably not evening where you are, but it's almost 8 o'clock p.m. here in Canada. So have a good evening, day, afternoon, whatever you're having. We'll see you again. All right, so I'm going to glue that on now. Just a fine little layer all the way around the outside. I don't know if you can see that there. See? Now, next I'm going to use this saying. It's also from Timeless Tidings. I'm really glad I got that stamp set. I'm actually going to do this in Rich Razzleberry instead of the basic gray. Just change it up a little. It has such nice sayings. I never did get the kit that matches with it, but I just bought it because I loved all those great sayings. They will work so nice on the inside of cards and on the outside or on envelopes. So, whew, time to re-ink the Rich Razzleberry, I see, but that's all right. Okay, I'm going to glue that to the center of a basic gray, and I cut those 2 circles out with the stitched framelits. If you don't have the stitched framelits, you got to get the stitched framelits. They're so beautiful. The little stitching around the edge just adds a little bit of something. You know, that something you sometimes need. All right, so now I've got these little sprigs that I pre-punched, and I'm going to just put some snail. No, I'm not. I'm going to put this on first using dimensionals, and that'll pop it up enough so that we can sneak those sprigs behind it. A delicious color. Yes, that was our wedding colors, Rich Razzleberry there. I love that color. I think everyone that I've seen wearing that color, it just like brightens their face. I think it's a stunning color. All right, to attach these sprigs, I'm just gonna, on the V, just add a little snail. I think I'm gonna do something a little different with this one, maybe. Let's see, change it up a little. Okay, little snail on the V. Up a little, stick it down. Okay, now I'm going to get my Rich Razzleberry pieces. And the other one. Oh, I'll go this way. I think this sprig is going to be my next week's feature. I've seen so many cool projects with it. I really quite like it. So they'll be on sale for anyone who doesn't have them. That's right. Which day? Let's see. It's probably the 27th to the 28th, I'm assuming. The tools and ink. Okay, enough. That's okay. Bud, you being a pest. You want to say hello? Come say hello. This is our other little one. This is Bud, the big instigator. I know. You're so little and cute, but and you get away with so much, don't you? Yeah, I know. He's trying to lay with Breezer because he likes to lay with his brother, but his brother doesn't want to be laid with. Hey, he wants to sleep by himself, bud. Yeah, I know. You want some attention, don't you? In a minute, okay? Yeah, you go lay under the blanket. Yes. Okay, good night. You go lay under the blanket for a minute. Okay. That's usually the one who's whining, not the other one. All right. Oh, forgotten which side has the little bit of... Okay, thank you. Freezer. Freezer, it's okay. He just wants to lay beside you. It's all good. All done. See? There. And one more. I did the vellum with the punch, and I will say I had to punch it super slowly because otherwise it cut it in half. I don't know why, but anyways. All right, so next I'm going to pop on some pearls on those snowflakes. Are you going to Thursday from now on, Jen? Hello, by the way. I don't know now. I was planning to, and then after meeting with the place that I'm going to host the classes now, they can't, their room is booked on Tuesdays, which kind of throws a wrench in things. So I may switch coffee and cards back to Wednesday, or maybe to Tuesday. Not sure. Do you have a preference? Tuesday or Wednesday? Because of course I would like like people to be on. Let's see. Find these little pearls that are all randomly all over. Whoopsie. I wonder if I stuck one in the actually on this. I think I'll put a wee little guy. These are from last year as well. One more. No. This is why I don't have children. I like quiet. Either's good for you? Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. How about you, Sandy? Does it matter which, just like that, you do this? It's just like that, you do this. It's relaxing. Well, that's good. I know. When the pieces are cut, it's so simple and easy. I tell you. Yeah, so there's kind of the change up. I feel like I'm an electric store with these screens. Electronic stores with the screens. How many screens do you have here? Or with me in the corner and the... So just different versions. With the sprigs. Change up of the color. Just a little bit different in the center. But... So there are those 3 examples of cards. Now I'm hoping tomorrow too that I will get, I'll show you them, show you a sneak peek of what I made with my Stamparatus. And because I'm kind of focusing on the Rooted in Nature stamp set. Thank you, Jen. I'm focusing on the Rooted in Nature stamp set this week and kind of Christmas-ifying them. And so I made this afternoon with the Stamparatus and with the leaf and then the little their little sprig kind of ideas. So I'll try and get to that. And then this, I used this stamp set with the Stamparatus to make kind of a wreath. And then I cut them out and used that Hearth and Home framelit to kind of jazz it up. Oh, and that the brick patterned embossing folder. So hopefully I have one more idea that I want to try with the Stamparatus. So I'm hoping to get that filmed tomorrow so that you can see how that works. All right. Other than that, I'm going to have a nap. I'm wiped. Nap and a Tylenol, and I'm out. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you, Sandy. I'm watching 2 live shows at once. Oh, my Lanta. Well, there you go. All right, I will let you get back to one show so that won't be, you know, as complicated for you. And I will talk to all you ladies another day. Thanks for coming on and watching. You're all so special. All right, have a good day.